Ginuwine, what's going on? Do we still call you the Bachelor, or is that?
Nah, man, it's just G. I am a bachelor though.
You are a bachelor, but you're not the Bachelor anymore.
Nah, man. Nah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm just free.
You're free. You're out of the house.
Yeah, I'm out the house. No relationship, all that good stuff. So I guess I'm a bachelor, the Bachelor, whatever, the man, whatever you want to say.
First things first. I mean, we were very excited to see you go into the Big Brother house. We weren't expecting it first and foremost.
Wow. Okay.
Because I remember I was sitting there and it was like, the next person going into the house is Ginuwine. I'm like, oh my! Twitter started popping off.
Right.
What was it that made you want to go into the Celebrity Big Brother house?
You know what? They had asked me a couple years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, and it just wasn't the right time. But with this time, I hadn't had nothing out in a while, so I just felt like this would be a great platform to just start again and doing stuff over again and all that. So, and the money wasn't bad neither. So, it was great.
Had you seen the show before you went on? Did you know what to expect?
Not until they asked me to be on.
Right.
So I didn't really know what to expect until I actually saw it. But then everything is still different once you go in. Everybody is different.
Right.
And I just knew I wasn't going to be around people that's, fighting and throwing drinks and all that kind of stuff. I was like, I can't be a part of that. Now, everybody's going to have their differences, and some people might, get misunderstood, and you might get a little, argument here and there. But, I just wasn't with the other stuff.
We watched 45 minutes of a 24-hour day.
Yeah, so that's what's crazy.
We must miss a lot of it. Like, what is the hardest thing about being in that house?
Well, the hardest thing for me was just being there without my phone and not able to call, my kids and stuff like that. And, just stuff like that. Just not being able to call the kids, the phone, no games. They don't really want you to, make stuff.
What you mean?
I ain't have no pen, no paper, so I couldn't write. So it's basically an experience, I guess, that to see what you do without all of the stuff that you have in your life, and just getting the thing back for talking to people. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people just don't talk anymore.
No, we don't.
You know what I mean? I happened to, just stop one time when I was in the airport, and I looked around and everybody was like this.
On their phones.
Everybody was like that. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Like, technology has really taken away our sense of communication towards each other. Just, now people don't even call, and I'm one of them. I'll text you before I call, and I'm like, why do I do that? So if I catch myself doing that, I'll actually call.
I think that's why we like Big Brother, because we get to see conversations that we're not really having anymore. Like, things come up, and these are conversations that you would like to have with people, but sometimes you don't get to have those.
Right.
What are some of the things, like conversations some of the best conversations you remember having in the house?
Well, some of the best conversations was with me, John, and Chanel.
Okay.
They, especially John Barnes, he's been through a lot and been doing a lot and very smart and very knowledgeable, as well as Chanel.
Right.
So me, man, I just really took it in and sat back and listened to a lot of people's stories as they did listen to mine as well. So it was a great experience for me. I wouldn't give it up for the world. I liked it, but I didn't like the fact that, you just didn't have nothing. I started creating jail games, bottle caps.
Jail games.
Jail games, man. And, because it was, the first week, or even the first week and a half to 2 weeks was really interesting, because it's 16 people and you really got to talk to them. You got to learn them. So it was interesting. But after about, the third week, I was like, damn, I know everybody's story. Like, I don't want to keep hearing the same thing over. So, and the eviction process was a little nerve-wracking, because, when you got to the point where everybody is actually cool,
right?
The Big Brother people kind of make you say, not make you, but you know what I'm saying.
You gotta say bad things about people.
Yeah,
that
and
cool
you don't have to say bad things. It's that you gotta evict somebody,
right?
And then so it's like, you get into your mind like, look, this is a game. It might be.
Do you take it personally when someone?
I did, and some people did.
Okay.
And I kept saying on there, like, y'all only see 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But I kept saying, I was like, don't take it personal. I'm not gonna take it personal. You can vote for me. You can do whatever you want to do, because it's really not up to y'all. It's up to the public to keep you in.
Mm.
So I was just like, hey, after a while, everybody was actually really cool. Well, at least I thought until I got out.
Right.
But everybody was cool. And then I had a process of just saying, okay, I'm cool with everybody, so I got to pick somebody. So I used to, that board of all our faces on it.
Yeah.
What I did was just chose a number. I'd say 42,
really?
and then say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and whoever I landed on. That's
wow.
You know what I mean? Because at that point there was nobody except one that was an obvious choice.
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
Who was the except
India
one?
Early on.
Okay.
India early on. Okay. So there was only one, and that wasn't even because of me, because I never even thought about how big of a deal it was going to be.
Yeah.
But it was because of something, her early on not giving up the bed to Ann or something. And Ann had it in her contract to be alone and have her own bed and all that kind of stuff. So aside from her being, a little more seasoned, older, people didn't like that. But, other than her doing that, there was really no animosity towards no one.
Did you find it difficult being an American in that house with loads of British people and not? Because there must have been loads of reference points of things you didn't really understand what they were talking about.
I was asking people. I was like, "What you say? What that mean?" And then I was trying to learn this.
Okay, there you go. We're getting that for the camera.
I'm getting it. So, so it was interesting to me, and what was fun is the fact that it wasn't a whole bunch of Americans in there.
Right.
It was just me, Malika, and Shane J is from Australia.
Right.
But it was just me and Malika, and initially her and I didn't connect. I knew somewhere along the line we would, but initially we didn't.
Why was that? Why did you think?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I think people expected that.
Right.
So I think and then, they was trying to say little stuff before I went in. Malika's cute. And I was like, yeah, she's beautiful, but that don't mean that she's available.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she wasn't. And so I think they were doing that to her too. So I think we kind of put up a wall towards each other initially because that's what they expected. You know what I mean? So
had Malika been available though, Ginuwine?
Malika is beautiful.
She's stunning.
Yeah, she is beautiful.
Had she been available,
I look at her
would you have made the beeline for Malika?
I look at her a lot, man.
Yeah.
Like, when we were there, I was, after we got real cool, because we got real cool.
Okay,
You know what I mean? And I knew that was coming because I'm not a hard person to like, and she's not a hard person to like.
Right.
And I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when.
Okay.
But by the time it came, we were more like friends and cool.
Right.
And then, she was like, if you go, I'm leaving. And then I was like, all right, if you go, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of stopped her at one point because she said she really wanted to. She actually went up to the Big Brother diary room and was like, I want to leave.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, no, you can't leave. You can't leave. Yeah. So, we kind of talked her down and all that. And then when they read the notes from home, that gave her a little more strength to stay in because she was really ready to leave.
Someone you did get very close to was Ashley.
Ah, yeah, my baby Ashley. Yep. We were at first, like I said, when we came in, honestly, I think Malika was interested in Drew at first.
Okay, really?
I think, yeah. I mean, I kind of felt that because I still remember when the first day, we sat at the kitchen table and we all was talking, and Malika just said to Drew, she was like, we want to know more about you.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at her, I said, whoa. I said, whoa. Okay. So that instantly also made me be like, boom.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? If you find someone else interesting, then go and do that. But I'm not gonna force myself to no one. And then after that, I was looking at Jess because Jess is nice. Jess is very, very nice, and she was just funny though. So it was there and then gone. You know what I mean? Because she was more like happy-go-lucky, fun, and just making me laugh. And then when we started drinking, and Ashley just came out to
alcohol.
And then Ashley came out to the couch, and we talked for about 4 hours.
Oh wow!
So basically that's how that really started. You know what I mean?
Okay. You say started, so I mean, where is it now? What
Well, we talked in there, and I've always told Big Brother and the staff and all the people around, it's not about being in the house, it's about what you do after.
Right.
Because it's easy to just start to like somebody that you're seeing, and and shoot, you don't have really nobody, to talk to, hug, and all that kind of stuff. So you miss that, and actually that helped me, you know what I mean? Because we didn't do anything or nothing like that. The most we did was hug, but that was a good thing for me. You know what I mean? I needed that. You know what I mean? I needed that. You know what I'm saying? So we kicked it, and again, you know, it ain't about really what's in the house, because it's like you got cameras, you don't say certain things, and you know everything is being watched. It's up in the bathroom, and you're not gonna do nothing like that. That's really disrespectful.
Do you know what? Let's send this one out to Ashley. Okay. We're gonna find out if you will be seeing her when you get out of the house. We're gonna talk some more to Ginuwine. You got any questions? 888-111. Tweet me at 1Extra. Ace hanging out with Ginuwine right here on 1Extra. Certified classic.
Yep, we back up, baby.
Ginuwine in those jeans. And we're sending that one out to Ashley.
1Extra.
You'll send that out to Ashley.
Yeah.
She can't hear nothing. Trust me. She can't hear nothing.
How does Ashley look in those jeans?
Ashley is beautiful, man. Like I mean, I think she's a very beautiful girl. And again, like I said, we'll see as far as the friendship, what'll happen after she gets out the house. But you know, I never was expecting or thinking that it would be no more than what it was in the house. You know what I mean? But again, you never will know or can tell until the cameras are off, and you know, because I really don't know her. I mean, I learned her.
Yeah.
But as far as know her, I don't really know her yet. Because you know, I went in the Big Brother house with no plan, no fakeness, no anything. And then I learned that people do go in there with plans. And,
right.
You know what I mean? Schemes, and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, damn. So there's only a few people that I really met that I think are genuine. No point intended. But genuine. And the others, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we were doing choices, you know, evictions amongst the guys, and you know, a lot of them in the beginning was like, I think Ashley is acting, and I think she has a plan, and all that kind of stuff. I was like, wow, I was caught. Like that's when things started like coming together and all that, and I was like, wow, people really do have a little scheme. And then, you know, I'd hear some people talking about Drew and Shane J. Like Drew is an opportunist and he's trying to do this just for that. And I was like, what? Hold up, what up? So
have you watched any of it back since you've been out?
I watched the last one that I was on. I haven't watched any other ones while I was in there. No, I couldn't. So I don't know if they're online. I mean, that's a good thing.
No, I just want to know if you see what other people are seeing now that you're out. Like, do you see the game playing?
Yeah, I won't say game plan because it's not a lot of people in there no more.
Okay.
So the people that's in there now, I really like feel comfortable about once they get out.
Right.
You know what I mean? But a lot of other people that went early, I was like, they was probably doing stuff for the show.
Okay. And who would you like to see win the whole thing?
She's gone. I thought Maggie was gonna win.
Okay.
I really liked Maggie, but now Malika or Chanel.
All right. Yeah. Let's leave Big Brother alone now. That's done. Mm-hmm. I really would love to talk to you about music.
All right, let's do it.
You've had an amazing career. We just played In Those Jeans. Yeah, I mean, you got certified classics, man. How does it feel like we're all these years later and still your music rings off?
It feels great, man. It feels like all the stuff that I've done in my past, you know, has been accepted and appreciated. And so it just feels good, man, especially when I can still do Pony. And sometimes, honestly, man, I have 9 CDs, so I forget some of the songs a lot of times. I'm not even gonna lie. I be like, damn, I forgot about that. I mean, excuse me, I said, dang, I forgot about that. And like I just saw What's So Different.
Yeah.
I forgot I did that, man.
Are you serious?
Yes, I forgot. That's why I've been looking at the thing. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I actually did a video.
Do you know what? Let's play that right now.
Yeah.
Ginuwine in the building.
Oh, we're in the building, man. Shout out to Daniel, and shout out to my boy Shane L. If they listening, you know, congratulations to Daniel in the Big Brother house. He got he proposed.
He did.
She said yes, and he used my ring that I made for him for her because hey, we was locked up, man. So hey, we had to make do. So I made him a ring for her.
Okay. And
we put little rhinestones on it, and she actually wore it. So I thought that was cute.
That is awesome,
I thought that was real good. So you know, shout out to them. and God bless their union and all that good stuff.
Well, you was just saying off mic that you'd love to do some work over here with some artists. You mentioned Craig David.
Yeah, Craig David is a guy that I've always admired, man, from back in the days. Because when I came out in '96, I think he was doing his thing around '97 or something like that. So him and they just told me his name in the Big Brother house. The guy that used to drive all the Lamborghinis all the time.
Where? Lamborghini.
Yeah, how old are you, man?
I'm early 30s.
Okay, yeah, you still should know this guy, man. He used to have and he used to have this little he had a album cover with just a character on it. And he used to always have Lamborghinis. I think it started with a Z or something.
From over here?
Yeah, he's from over here.
Someone's going to text us.
You know what I'm talking about, mine? Nah, you don't know what I'm talking about. If I say it, you'll be like,
someone's going to text us or tweet us.
Yeah, but yeah, he used to, it was like a emblem or whatever. Okay. And the album just used to be one color. And he used to have just like a character or something in the middle. Had like crazy hair or something. And he was known for his Lamborghinis or something.
Okay.
I think it started with a Z or something. But the guys in the Big Brother house told me. I just forgot his name. But yeah, him and Craig David, man, I really would like to work with Craig David.
Jamiroquai.
There you go. That's who
Shout out to the 969.
That's who it was. Yeah. And Craig David, man, I know he went through a little rough patch. But then he brought himself out of it as far as in music. At least that's the perception. Right. Like he's back and all that. But so he kind of get where I'm at in my career as far as not wanting to put nothing out, but to put something out that's gonna make some noise.
Yeah.
I refuse to just put something out just because I'm G and think people gonna buy it or whatever. You know what I mean? So when I come in the studio, I really want to have a focus and a goal. So, and I've never been a studio head. I've always hated the studio. When I went in the studio, I used to hate it.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I couldn't stand it. So it usually took me about 2 weeks to get used to my voice and hearing my voice and hearing me and not being scared to do stuff and all that. So it's just an artist thing. And, you know, with me, while I'm doing my music, no one is in the studio. I'll only have the engineer myself and all that kind of stuff. Missy does the same thing, though.
You know what? Speaking of Missy, and even this beat in the background, I mean, we were introduced to you by the legendary record that is Pony.
Yeah.
When Timbaland played you this beat, like, what was going through your mind?
It was really crazy to me because nobody else heard it but me. As far as him playing it, nobody said, "Ooh, oh, that's dope." I was looking around because we were so used to people just jumping on music and taking beats and all that kind of stuff. And I was looking around, and Timbaland was supposed to use that for some bodyguards,
right,
with Jodeci as an interlude.
Okay.
And I was looking around, I was like, y'all don't hear this? I was like, this is the honest to God truth. I'm looking around at everybody like, y'all don't hear this?
Wow.
And I said, Tim, please give me that song. Please. He was like, you like that? And I was like, I love that. Give me that. And so again, that was a song, I guess, that was ahead of his time. Even he was ahead of his time. So that wasn't something that he, I guess, even heard.
Right.
He just did it and was using it for an interlude. And I was like, please don't use that for no interlude, Tim. And he was like, all right, you can have it. And I was like, thanks. And so when I took it, I asked Static, rest in peace, Static Major, to help me write. And he took it. He was like, all right, I got you. So he actually took it, and he took it downstairs in this place called Dejalon, and he called me back up there, and it was written already. I mean, The hook was written.
Okay.
I had nothing to do with the hook.
Okay.
He wrote all of that, and then we started bouncing ideas back off each other doing the verse.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, because I said I wanted to be a part of it somehow, please, brother. So we started going line for line.
I mean, this track started an entire wave of just
it did,
R&B mixed with hip hop and these sounds. And when you say we, though, I'm really interested to know, like, who was in that clique, that initial clique? Like,
that was
who was in that room?
It was in that room,
or just in down
in the,
with
I really can't remember the actual room. I know everybody heard it, and I was looking at it like, what the? Hey, y'all don't hear that? But it was Magoo, Timbaland, me, Static Major, all the player, Tweet, Timbaland, Missy, A lot of people.
That's amazing.
A lot of people.
Like
Yeah,
when you think about like the
we
talent
lived together.
Really?
Yeah, we lived together for 5 years.
And I mean, when you guys were on that early grind before Pony, do you know what was going to happen in terms of how huge Timbaland was going to be, how huge Missy was going to be, the effect that Static Major had, and Player and Tweet? I mean, was this all a plan, or was it just we were just going to see what happened?
I mean, of course it's a plan, but it's not up to us for the plan to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it was really a plan for us to get with I think it was Electra.
Right.
But Sylvia wouldn't take all of us. Like Devontae had like about 14 groups, and he was like, "You take all of them or none." And I was like, "God, are you crazy?" It's like just like Electra. Like, what are you talking about? He didn't want to break us up and all that. And you know, at the time, Jodeci was big, and you know, I guess he kind of felt like he wanted to be on the level where, you know, no one is questioning him and all that kind of stuff, and rightfully so. He did a lot of stuff, but I didn't know no label that was going to take 14 groups at one time.
Yeah.
But he was trying to do that before Death Row and
he was ahead of his time.
And Master P and all of them. So, but you know, unfortunately, they wasn't doing that. And who would have known how it would have turned out if that would have happened? I'm glad that it turned out the way that it did. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stay together. Everybody left and did their own thing. Me, Missy, and Timbaland kind of stuck together as far as calling and making sure that if one is going to do something, the other's going to do it. Really, it was Missy and Tim. And Tim called me and was like, "Yo, man, you got to get out of there," because you know he was doing a lot of stuff with Death Row, right. And then it just got real crazy, man.
Was Devontae like the kind of crazy genius that people say he was? Really?
Yes.
I mean, very serious about that.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to respect people like that, you know, and sometimes they're their worst enemy as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like on that situation, like because you feel like you're that dope, and you are, but sometimes it ain't gonna go your way, and you know, when you're an artist like him, at one time this guy had 19 cars, houses everywhere, and all that. You can't really tell somebody like that nothing really, you know, that's doing it on that level, and anything he touch or everybody is after him and all that. So it's kind of hard to even get through to a person like that. But yeah, he definitely, him and Timbaland. Yeah, Timbaland will set up a mic like this and throw this against the wall just to get a sound.
Just make a beat out of it.
Yeah, like that's him. Like he'll take this and boom, put a mic right there, boom, and that's the kind of stuff that he'll do for sounds. You know what I mean? And that's genius to me. I don't think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, Devontae was definitely a genius, and probably still is. I just haven't talked to him in a while.
We celebrated Aaliyah's birthday last week, and you was obviously one of the artists that worked with her early in her career. What would you like the world to know about Aaliyah that we've never known because we didn't get to meet her?
Well, we pretty much know everything about her now. Every year we celebrate her, and everyone goes on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I kind of stopped doing that a lot. Not because I don't love her, but because I don't like the feeling of exploiting someone for your gain, and just you know what I mean? I just don't like that. So if I do that, I pray for her on my own, you know, at night where nobody can hear you and all that, because everything doesn't have to be, you know, broadcast. But we miss her, and she was definitely, you know, someone to, you know, to be around. She had a loving spirit, loving heart, always laughing like me. You know, we did a song together called Final Warning, and we actually did the song within about 2 hours or an hour or something like that. The rest of the day, we was just in the studio laughing, talking about stuff, and having fun. So that's the kind of relationship we had. Unfortunately, me, her, Timbaland, and a lot of us, we kind of came at odds just before that kind of happened, and I wasn't talking to her.
Oh, really?
And Timbaland wasn't talking to her. I don't even know if she was talking to Missy or whatever. Things kind of got a little mixed up and messed up, and I was leaving her uncle and, you know, her uncle's management and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, she was getting ready to deal with Dame and all that kind of stuff. So it was a lot of business stuff that started getting messed up, and people not liking this person and mad at this person. But at the end of the day, you know, I miss her, and Missy told me, you know, maybe a year after that happened, that she had a dream, and Aaliyah came to her and told her to tell me she's not mad at me. So that was
That's
weird.
awesome.
You know what I mean? That was, I mean, of course we cried and all that good stuff, but you know, that kind of gave me peace as well, you know.
Ginuwine's still playing jail games and that.
Yeah, man.
He's making a flower out of a piece of paper.
Man, I
That's
want to get this flower to Ashley. Even though I'm out the house, I'm still say this is what I could have made.
Loads of people sending us texts and tweets. Shout out to Letitia locked in, loving this record. Big up to Yinka as well. She loves this song. Got a text here that says, "Yes, my husband and I love us some Ginuwine."
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
The Bachelor. The Bachelor is one of our favorite albums.
Yes.
Lonely Days. The World is So Cold.
Yeah.
In
Wow.
Those Jeans has never come off our sexy
The world
playlist.
is so cold.
Tunes you probably forgot that
that's
you had.
another one I forgot.
We got Taylor in Worcester that says, "Ginuwine, my favorite song is Cheddar Brings."
Cheddar Brings, yeah.
She said, and this person also says, "You sing like a boss." I like that. We've got Yes, Ginuwine. The classics are real.
Wow.
Happy listener, right
Thank
there.
y'all
Massive shout
so
out to
much.
Stacey.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate that.
Classics.
Classics, man.
Classics, man.
Like, that's how they said The World's So Cold. That was on the first CD, I think.
Yeah.
The Bastards. I forgot that too. Even though I didn't do no video to it, like a lot of the things I did, I did a video to Holla.
Holla was one of my favorite records.
Only When You're Lonely, Pony, Tell Me Do You Wanna. And there's a couple more. Oh, When Doves Cry. I almost did 6 singles to that CD. That was unheard of even back then.
We're reminiscing. Can we quickly talk about TGT?
Absolutely. Let's talk about it, please.
I love a super group. You know what I
Me
mean?
too, man.
And especially when like artists that I like as solo artists link up, I get excited. I get man excited. So when yourself, Terese, and Tank linked up, it was match made in
Magic,
heaven.
yeah.
All 3 of you, amazing singers, R&B crooners. I could imagine going to the show. Is it true that you guys did a show that was only women was allowed to come to? Was that you
we
guys?
did a couple of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
we
women?
did a couple of them. Yeah,
Crazy.
just ladies, yeah. That was a great moment in all 3 of our lives. Unfortunately, you know, you have people that's doing things their way. I was doing things my way. Tank doing things his way. And when you have 3 bosses in a room and you bring in a crew, it's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I always really started, in the beginning, I was really the peacemaker. You know, I just wanted to get it done since we already, because I thought it was going to fall through. And I was like, come on, man, we just got to do it. Look, we just going to do it. Get it over with. I ain't got to see y'all no more.
So it was just going to be like a one and done scenario?
Well, we signed for 2, but it's not going to happen.
Right.
But, you know, but the album was beautiful, man.
Awesome.
We had some great producers on there, new producers, and vocal arrangers and all that, the underdogs, and you know, myself, Tank, and all that. I mean, it was a great thing, man. And hopefully, I can get a lot of those people that worked on that album to work on mine, and I'm pretty sure I can. Me and Tank is going in soon. But sometimes, man, things aren't meant to be. Terese is doing his thing, so he wanted things his way.
Yeah.
I
mean, what does that mean? I would assume you guys go in. It's a freeway thing. You split.
That's my whole thing.
Okay.
Like when I was, we wanted to do this back in 07, 06.
Right.
I was again, I don't like to try to put myself up there, nothing like that. But when you talk about sales and all that, I
have
was
the
right
most
there.
hits.
Yeah,
That's basically-
I was
that's-
there.
yeah.
But I never even thought to say, okay, I need more than y'all.
Yeah.
I don't think like that. I think if we decide to do something together, you need me, I need you, we need him. So it's a 3-way split. It's 33 and a third. Not because you doing movies or you doing this. This ain't movies. This is music, and I've sold more than you know. I sold more records.
Yeah, you're
You know
allowed
what
to
I'm saying?
say that.
I don't like to
It's
say
the-
it, but
it's
you
the
know what I
truth,
mean.
yeah.
And so I never went in there like that.
Right.
I was like, it's 3-way split, right? Well, I should do this. I was like, oh my God.
Can you say what he was asking for?
Yeah, he wanted. I don't know what the percentage was, but me and Tank was getting less, and I kind of was okay with it at first, simply because I just wanted to get it done.
Right.
I said, if I agree to this, these bodies say, if I agree to this, the next time around when we do this, I don't care what it is, we doing a 3-way split, or I'm not doing it.
Okay.
And so, again, it was a platform, and I thought it was something, you know, I'm the one that really came up with it. You know what I mean? We were doing a play, and then I was like, Tank, we need to do a group, man. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah, it'll be great to see my brother on my left or on my right when I can't necessarily be at 100% that night. You know, when you're a solo artist, you got to come out there and you got to do it. And it's good to look to your right and to your left and knowing your brothers got your back, which they did, and I had their back in a few nights. But we were initially getting ready to get Avant. Terese wasn't even.
Wow.
Who wasn't? You understand?
Did that still happen?
Nah.
Oh,
And so we was gonna get Avant, and then I said, nah. After Avant was getting ready to come out or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let's call the homie. Let's call Ty. And he was like, yeah, heck yeah. But he wasn't Mr. Fast and Furious back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's a little different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
He had Baby Boy, but that was nice. But it wasn't Mr. Fast and Furious and Terminator Man. What? No, Transformer Man.
Transformers, right.
So that wasn't even there. So, but then after that happened, everybody get a little big head sometimes.
But on like during the shows, who was? I know you don't like to. Who was getting the most reaction?
You know what?
Did that
honestly,
come into it at all?
Honestly, I'm gonna be straight up. You really couldn't tell with certain songs, but the women did like Ty. You know what I mean? I mean, he was doing a lot of movie stuff. So even though that's not movies, it still kind of transfers over a little bit,
right.
and they like Ty.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't see it, but so I'm just playing. I'm playing. But yeah, I mean, Ty like they love him. I won't say he got the most. I mean, because we used to do pictures. Sometimes I would get gifts. They would get nothing. Sometimes Tank would get gifts. We would get nothing. So it was kind of hard to tell. But I don't like the fact that if you do feel that way, what are you doing it for if you feel that way? And that's what I had told him a million times. I was like, if you feel that way, go do it yourself. You don't need me. You don't need Tank. You don't need us. So don't come in a situation wanting to do solo stuff. People usually do that when they want to go solo.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't come in a situation saying,
to be solo.
Right. I'm like, come on, man, that's stupid. So I said, they called me a few times. I kept saying, nope, I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not doing it.
You must have caught a lot of the Instagram rants. The rants from last year. Like, what did you think when you saw Terese on Instagram? I know a lot of it was quite personal to him.
I'm going to tell you straight up.
Tell me exactly.
At the end of the day, you really can't tell with Ty.
Right.
Ty's a very smart guy, sometimes to his detriment a little bit. Sometimes you can't tell him nothing. So he thinks he knows everything at times. And I couldn't really tell whether it was because of that or he wanted attention, because Terese loves attention.
Okay.
Like, if you go over his house now, it's probably 1 million people there. I'm serious.
Right.
Like, so that's why he got Starbucks in his backyard. He got all that kind of stuff. I love him. That's my man. But you got to love certain people from a distance and allow them to be themselves. And if you can't be around them, don't put yourself in that position. And so I choose to back off and still love him from a distance, because I actually called him because I really couldn't tell. I was like, hey man, is this a joke or you playing, or are you all right? Because if you ain't all right, you can come to the crib up in DC and we can go kick it and you can get away from that and all that, because I'm truly a friend. I don't like the LA stuff. I don't do. I don't live in LA. You know what I mean? Everybody is, hey, yeah, call me. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's fake. A lot of the stuff that goes on is fake. I live in Washington, D.C., Maryland. I go do my thing in L.A., New York, or wherever we go, and I come on back home. You know what I mean? I don't involve myself in a lot of that stuff.
We'd love to see another TGT project.
I would love to see it too, long as he says, and we agree that we 33 and the third and all equal, I'll go in there tomorrow. But if you telling me you better than me, peace.
All right, Ginuwine, what's next for you, man? What can we expect? Can we expect some new music?
Yep, when Craig David reaches out to me, we're going to go kick it. We're going to do our thing. Nah, I don't know, man. I've been doing animation.
Oh, really?
I have a few homes that I open up for the mentally disabled. I'm trying to open up a hookah lounge. Now I know y'all call it something else.
Shisha.
That part.
Yeah.
I'm trying to open up that, and I'm getting ready to go in the lab with Tank and whoever else is going in. I've had a great career, man, and there's not too many people that won't work with me. I don't have no enemies. I ain't about all that. So anyone I call, pretty much will work with me. A lot of youngsters has used a lot of my old stuff. So, I'm gonna reach out to the Migos. I like them.
Oh, okay.
I reach out to Timbaland again. Missy's already ready. Tank. And, some new cats. You know what I mean? You never know who's gonna be the new Timbaland or the new Drake or the new whoever. So you gotta reach back, and use your platform to put somebody else on. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Thank you, my
passing
brother.
through, man. We really
Appreciate it.